Hi guys, welcome to Longshot Larry's Sports Astrology. Having a quick look at the Pretoria Sunrisers game, the final of the SA20, the inaugural T20 domestic competition in South Africa. This game's been rescheduled to 1:30 Sunday. It was rained out, so just keep an eye on the rain. If it does rain, this analysis is invalid. So Pretoria are slight favourites, so they're going to be represented by Mercury ruling Gemini Ascendant. And they don't have a ruler for the 10th because Jupiter rules the descendant, Sunrisers, the underdog, and Sagittarius. So we've only got those rulers. Part of fortune is in Aquarius, so Saturn rules that. So I couldn't see anything straight away from the Frawley method. The only thing I could find is when you bring up the antithesis that the moon will conjoin the antithesis of the part of fortune in a degree and a half, and Frawley says once you hit the part of fortune you stop the movement of the moon. So that's one for Pretoria, the favourites, and that's all I could get from that chart. A couple of aspects in operation. You see that the moon is just separating from 135 degree or sesquiquadrate from Neptune. Mars is applying to another 135 degree to Pluto, but I think that's more likely to play out in the Super Bowl, which is on after this game, and they're the main aspects. Looking at the Pretoria captain, Wayne Parnell, he is a Leo, his son's in Leo, and Jupiter has just passed a trine to that about a degree, so about a week ago. That would have been very good if that was applying, but that's passed. You can also see Saturn is applying to his Mars quite close, about 10 or 12 minutes away. And Mars is very strong for Leos. I use it as an exalted ruler of Leo, so that doesn't look real flash. When I bring up the progressions for Wayne Parnell on the outer ring here, you can see his progressed sun has moved from Leo and it's now at 9 degrees Virgo. And it is forming a trine to his natal Saturn, or it's separating from Saturn and applying to a trine to Neptune. So that's quite a good pattern. And you'll see that the moon is going to sextile that sun, past the sextile to Saturn, but will sextile Neptune during the game. So I think that's quite favourable for him, but that Saturn opposite Mars is a concern. Aidan Markram, the Sunrisers captain, he's a Libran, so we look at Venus. You can see Venus is conjunct Jupiter in the North Node natally. Uranus is very closely conjunct the South Node, 2 minutes. That's about the only close aspect he has. Pluto is applying to an opposition to his Mars, but it's a degree away, which is quite some time in terms of Pluto. In terms of his progressions, you can see his sun is now at 9 Scorpio. So he's got the moon exactly conjunct his progressed sun at the start, which is good. I couldn't see it linking up to anything else in his natal chart. Could be a trigger for Neptune in hard aspect to his progressed sun. That is one possibility, but as we've seen before, Neptune is pretty much impossible to interpret. So I'm not going to put too much weight on that. So in summary here, watch if there's a delay due to rain. The Frawley method, you have one for the favourite and that's it. I think the Praetorian captain has more aspects going on. He's got one negative, but I think the moon is overall quite good. The concern for the Sunrisers captain is that Uranus exactly conjunct the South Node, very close. Nothing great going on there. For me, the Frawley method and the captain, I'm leaning towards Pretoria on this one. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.